one I see first is who I will host.
Let's go.
Let's go.
And I shall host the
Internet.
other. Hello.
Hello, Internet.
Oh.
Howdy.
Stream one out, Corbin.
I'm I'm looking.
Refresh.
I'm trying.
Oh,
Who's the big winner?
I see Jordan's
Oh,
stream on mine first.
you both showed up at the same time for me.
All right, you.
Flip a coin.
I'll share Jordan's, and you can share Phil's.
Okay.
There.
Sure.
Because Jordan's actually appeared first for me.
All right.
I was watching through Discord today. Mark.
There we go.
Crispy experience.
Crispy.
Need my controller.
Yes.
Don't need that now.
I forgot there was a little Pinocchio in the corner.
Oh, yeah.
Father.
Got the whole world to see.
Oh, my God.
Indeed. There we go.
Well, what on myth?
Well, a few things.
Oh dear.
Oh, we
what
were
was the
about
last
to
thing you
go.
remember, Corbin? Because I can clarify real
Good.
quick.
Do we want to look at the history real quick?
Mostly the stuff in the shop that I missed. I will be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, so we went to the shop because of the violin fiasco, right?
Yes.
Right,
remember that.
right.
I was here for
We
that.
covered the. We
Oh,
got
yeah,
there.
there's some prissy rich guy who...
Yes, I will
who's...
show him.
Yeah.
Yes, Egbert.
Gina Lestrade and Egbert Benedict.
Eggert.
showed
Yeah,
up.
Egbert Benedict is
God.
claiming that Gina is stealing an item that he had deposited in the pawn shop,
I
Yes.
see.
and now we're gonna do a great deduction to solve. this
Specifically,
misunderstanding.
a point of contention is the stuff that was in the pockets of the coat.
Yes,
I see.
Egbert's really interested about these music discs that are in the coat pocket,
Mhm.
and we're interested because
What?
one of them is labeled for McGinnis.
Yeah, McGilded.
McGilded, sorry,
Wow.
not the beer.
You're struggling with the names a little, but it's all the same.
It also seemed like
McGill.
Egbert expected there to be more than one.
Yes,
Yes, he wanted 2 discs, but there was
Yeah.
only one.
there was only one, yeah.
Yep. Also,
That's
they
right.
use a password system here for getting items that are
Yep.
pawned back.
Yep,
Right.
yep.
Yes, there's no catalog of names. It's anonymous, but there are passwords and tickets.
Oh, and the reason that Sholmes got the wrong instrument is because the pawnbroker was about to go grab it, but Sholmes just saw a thing and was like, "Oh,
I
that's
see.
the one. That's it. There we go."
He just
Yeah,
saw
he
a
just-
busted viola and was like, "That's my Stradivarius."
Yeah, he just fucked himself over.
Okay,
Which
well,
I'm like, sir, you don't deserve that Stradivarius.
I imagine the man who looks like 18th century Jesse Cox is the pawnbroker.
He's the pawnbroker. Yes,
Yeah.
Pop Windy Bank, owner of the
Gotcha.
pawn
Top
shop.
Windy Bank. That's right.
Did you miss seeing Pop Windebank?
Oh yes, I did.
Yeah, he
'cause
missed-
I
he
left-
mi- he missed
I
everything
left
to do with
right
the
as you
shop.
guys went
Oh,
to the shop.
let's wait till he does that animation again.
Oh,
He
God,
still got
right.
a chance.
Oh
Okay.
God, yes.
Oh, okay. I must proceed to move into character, as it were.
Here, I'll give you the beginning of the line.
Yes. It would seem that my inferences are correct.
Oh, surely you're not about to tell us that you've solved the entire case once again.
Already.
I feel like Sholmes's deductions would be about as good as my own, considering.
At this point.
My dear madam, sometimes I wonder, were my genius for deduction to be
Commoditized.
that?
like
I
a
had to
commodity.
read tonight, you see. It,
Yes.
brain bad.
It's all right.
Much could I pawn it for? Oh.
It seems Mr. Sholmes has had another of his flashes of inspiration. But who knows if it'll help us to resolve the situation between Miss Lestrade and the mysterious gentleman. What's the right thing to do here? Leave it.
Game over.
Ah, fuck
just
this.
Ryunosuke just like, nope, I'm done. turns and walks out the door.
Yep.
I mean, we have a save point, so you can see what happens.
Good.
Nah, you
it
haven't
won't
got to do
actually end
proper
your game,
Sholmes.
I don't think.
He just worked himself out of depression.
Yeah.
Well, Miss Lestrade, it would appear you find yourself in something of a predicament.
What in the blue base have you been? A.
Oh, pardon?
Well, ladies in trouble. Children's supposed to be here to help straight away, not an hour later.
Oh dear!
You've
I seem
Harsh.
to have fallen.
you've knocked him right over with those words.
That's the coat that
Yeah, that's
that she
the
was trying
yeah.
to
He's
redeem
he's
from
wearing
the
that coat.
broker.
This man is
He's
straight up
fine.
bearing Zeppeli, right? Like with this fucking
Yeah,
JoJo ass
he's
A little
pose.
bit, yeah.
Yes.
He is very JoJo, like he does a lot of these.
And who, pray tell, are you?
Ellipses. Mr. Eggert Benedict. You have, in my eyes, a veritably encyclopedic array of curiosities about your person.
Also, just for the record, smash.
Added to the list. Nevertheless, there are two immovable conclusions I have drawn.
As always.
I beg your pardon?
The first is this. The true reason for your visit to this pawnbroker today is something you have not yet revealed.
Ugh.
And the second is this.
What is that hand?
Which hand?
It stops looking like a hand the more you look at it.
The one in front, or
The one in front, yeah.
hmm.
No.
Considerable crime
glove.
is in contemplation when you will orchestrate with intent to steal a vast sum of money. Well, Mr. Benedict, what say you to my deductions?
Oh. He's turned as white as a hard-boiled egg.
Eggs,
Um,
Benedict, my boy.
But shells.
Yeah.
It
Well,
was
not all shells are white. Some are brown. You know.
I know, but when you hard boil those, they don't turn white.
Well, no, but the inside
They're
the
still white,
egg.
though. Yeah, maybe that's what they mean, like peeled out.
I guess so. It would seem that once again, Mr. Sholmes has made a flawless deduction.
This is also pre-pasteurizing, so I think all the eggs are brown.
Yeah, I think they mean shelled
Hmm.
out then.
Yeah, almost certainly.
Who do you think you are, sir?
Yes, as I had hoped.
And why are you so much bigger?
Because I eat all my proteins. That is precisely the pained expression I was looking for.
Do you think I, Eggert Benedict, am not full of protein?
Yes, but it apparently all comes from eggs. I have more than just eggs.
He has a 7% solution of caramel.
Yes, that's right. Oh, that's right. That's his addiction.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't know
right.
if you saw that. His addiction is
Nah, Corey
caramel.
missed it.
I have,
Yeah.
yes, I was not aware of my own addiction, but that does seem to prove true with his current voice as well. So, shall we begin? The time has come for yet another Herlock Sholmes logic and reasoning spectacular.
Woo!
Should we just assume any sufficiently detailed room they have designed to be viewed in multiple angles?
Probably.
Oh, certainly. Yeah.
Excuse me. First of all, we must ask ourselves on what business you ventured to this pawnbrokery today. You claim to have followed this pickpocket here, having had the
for the chat,
redemption
real
ticket
quick.
stolen from you on the street.
How's the sound? How are the sound
But
levels?
that is most certainly a lie. The real truth is something quite different. As revealed by that which you hold in your hand.
Okay, good.
Yes, what brought you to this shop in the first place is the staff recruitment flyer.
Incredible.
But the piece of paper on your hand is a staff wanted advertisement from this very shop.
And you, sir, have a staff.
Ah, that's true.
Yet even the most unobservant would soon realize that a man of your appearance has no need of such employ. In other words, there is some ulterior motive for your action.
It looks like he was trying to swat at the exclamation mark.
That's not his initials.
It is not.
Oh god, no, it isn't.
Oh shit. Yeah, it's AG.
Egbert
That's AG for sure.
Gumblebun.
Albert Gumblebun?
Okay. The cane which you unwittingly clutch on your person exhibits an incontrovertibly contradiction.
Utter rot. Had this for years.
Contradiction of which I speak is, of course, missing a ferrule. Definitely not the thing we focused on originally. The end of any walking cane would be terminated with a metal ferrule to protect the wooden tip.
Oh my
You
god, he's a
must
genius.
protect the tip. And yet, detailed analysis shows the wooden tip of this stick to be utterly bare. Therefore, there is only one conclusion. The rod that you hold in your hand, which appears to be a walking cane, is in fact no cane at all.
Huh?
You recoil, sir, is something.
It's a wand.
Thing is, he is incorrect about that.
Yeah.
The ferrule is definitely missing.
Mm-hmm.
In your recoiling, you inadvertently facilitate the answer of the next conundrum to present itself.
Oh yeah?
Namely, what is the truth behind this rod you bear?
Language shows.
Yes, your reaction betrays the truth. The handle, which you evidently would like to conceal, is the key to understanding the riddle, you see. From the moment I saw it, my suspicions were aroused. What walking cane demands such a stout handle, I mused. Or mused I?
Use that thing.
Hey, Yoda.
But of course, as I said, this is no walking cane. No, that rod.
The shovels are back.
What?
It's the broken handle of a shovel.
Wow. Oh yeah, AG, anybody's guess. Exactly. That's what it
What?
stands for.
Are you insane?
Oh,
Seem-
I am brilliant, sir.
It seems a little
And
ornate
now-
for a shovel handle.
Having determined this undeniable truth, the conclusion is clear. Your true motive for coming here
A spade, on the other hand.
was to take employment at this establishment in order to excavate the ground beneath the premises.
National treasure shit.
What a calculated crime you have conceived, sir. A wickedly calculated crime.
Clearly,
That is
yes.
only topic one.
The question is as to why would you do such a thing?
Digging underneath the brokers to find out where the prawns are.
Now, Mr. Benedict, let us continue. For we must expose the details of this elaborate crime you have in the planning.
This is utterly absurd. You suggest that I, a gentleman, intend to excavate the ground beneath this pawnbrokery with a broken shovel. What on earth do you propose I could expect to find there? Whoa.
Oh.
Some long forgotten treasure, I suppose. I'm just gonna recover from that very easily. Save for such a fanciful theory. What possible reason could I have to do as you say?
Oh, but there is ample reason. As you are only too well aware, Mr. Benedict.
What's he looking at?
Ah, and your furtive glance is more telling than I could have hoped.
What?
It's the picture of the dog!
Let us consider what would motivate a man to infiltrate a shop such as this and covertly dig beneath its floor. The answer is revealed by the council notice on the counter to which your eyes were inadvertently drawn. Definitely not the revolver right next to it.
Definitely not.
This letter gives notice of public works to be carried out in the local area. And according to the enclosed plan of the upcoming sewerage works, beneath this shop runs a sewer that adjoins another, one that runs under the bank on the opposite side
Oh
of the
my
road.
god!
So, the reason I know all of this deduction is I watched an episode of Bob's Burgers about it. This madness has entered the sewers, now has it?
Wait, that's...
Oh, I think
That's
that's
Benedict.
No, whoops.
Close enough.
close enough.
I feel like the voice is fairly similar.
It's close, yeah.
By excavating the ground beneath our feet, you would gain access to the waterway. That flows in very close proximity to the great vault of the financial institution opposite.
Are you?
In summary, sir, you devised a master plan to pull off an elaborate bank robbery by dint of the underground tunnels.
Master plan?
Which brings us, at last, to the final chapter of this lurid scheme. With what plunder did the thief hope to make off from the underground vault of the bank?
Serious.
Always. Having consulted with Scotland Yard some days ago, I happen to know the answer.
Oh, yeah?
But naturally, the answer is no secret to you, is it, Mr. Benedict?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Allow me to present a rather interesting piece of evidence. You see, this picture postcard tells us all we need to know.
Does it?
A postcard. Sorry, that was your
Postcard
line.
of the Great Exhibition. I'm afraid you've quite lost me.
Currently in the final stages of preparation, the Great Exhibition will soon be underway. And the government has provided extra funds to complete its centerpiece, the Crystal Tower.
Yeah, no, this is the second time it's been mentioned, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was their ads
You've
for
seen
on the
glimpses of
on
the
the
Crystal
list.
Tower throughout the game.
The primary one I'm remembering is in the third case.
Yeah, you saw the poster in the third case, and in the fourth case, you could see it in the distant background.
Oh, we
Funds
good?
that currently sit in the vault
I
in the
didn't
bank
realize.
on the other side of this road.
Might have missed it, but it was there.
Pardon?
Yes, the
Hi,
considerable
John.
crime you have been contemplating is the theft of that which sits in the vault of that bank. The special reserve funds for the Great Exhibition. Of course, that is top secret police information, so keep it under your hat, please.
Reveal
Wow.
top
Just
secret.
tell
Wow.
everybody.
Good job, Jones.
Man,
You
He's
might
done
need
this
to go
on
down to
purpose.
like a 5% solution.
I
buddy.
100% think he totally revealed this on purpose.
here's the problem though. He can't do every stupid thing he does on purpose.
I don't know,
But
man.
what if?
Sometimes he
I
does
don't know,
just do
man.
stupid things.
I don't know, man. Well, the Stradivarius thing, that was pretty fucking
Yeah, no,
stupid,
that
but
I don't
That
know
one was
why.
straight up dumb.
That one, yeah.
that was
that-
pretty
that was
fucking
not
stupid.
planned.
He's
Fine.
definitely absent-minded at some point or another.
He might be
Yes.
the smartest idiot.
He's
Good.
pretty aloof.
Well, we'll see. Anyway, this concludes Hairlock Shum's great deduction of this pawnbroking puzzle.
Let me just rearrange some of those points.
Yep, time for the correction.
Mr. Sholmes?
Yes, my boy.
Do the fusion dance to fix the problem.
Well, Mr.
No.
Naruhodo. An impressively upbeat deduction for a detective racked with loneliness. Would you not agree?
Oh yeah, he was
He's-
very, very upset last time that we didn't involve him in the conversation.
Yeah, he had
Oh,
special
yeah.
animation.
Yeah.
The depression.
Was it true what you said about the bank over the road and what it has in its vault?
Indeed, though few know of its existence. It is one of the government's most closely guarded secrets.
Easy.
Gregson told me, in the strictest confidence.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yep.
But you just announced it to everyone here, rather loudly, in fact.
And if it's such a big secret, how would Mr. Benedict have come to find out about it?
There can be but one explanation for that. Clearly, it's because the man is a criminal.
Okay.
Okay, but what if he didn't know anything about the money in the vault? If he is a criminal, as you said. Then, buying a brand new shovel is sure to be the first thing he does now that you've revealed the secret.
Oh,
Or if he doesn't, maybe Mr. Windibank will. He already has plenty of shovels here, after all.
Oh, my life! I assure you, I'm not so unscrupulous.
well, hopefully this has taught you a valuable lesson.
Oh yeah.
Sensitive information must be handled with the utmost of care.
Lesson learned.
Okay. Okay.
All right, Sholmes.
One can never be sure that someone privy to secrets won't disclose them. And once the word is out, it's out.
Perhaps I'll think twice before confiding in you next time, Mr. Sholmes.
An excellent idea, Mr. Naruhodo. An excellent idea.
Well then, Mr. Naruhodo, you know what to do, I'm sure.
Yes, let's listen to that great deduction again and see if we can massage it into shape.
It's gonna be
Like
more
trying
like
to
a
play
chiropractor kind of just place and a little massage, but
Yeah,
Wow.
Very well, then. Let us start once more from the beginning.
straight up plastic surgery on this deduction.
Of Hairlock Sholmes' magnificent logic and reasoning spectacular.
once more with feeling.
Yes. Hold it.
Oh yeah, it's called course correction. So very good.
Brr, 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 brr.
Yes, lines that I have already since said.
I feel like every time it comes up, you point out how much you like the name course correction.
Probably.
It's a good name.
It is a good name.
Except no, it's probably what's written on there.
So, by Mr. Sholmes' reasoning, Mr. Benedict came here in order to apply for a job so he could dig through the floor.
You-
You know, it sounds really dumb when I said it.
In an attempt to tunnel into the sewers to gain access to the money in the vault of the bank across the road. But he wouldn't get very far with a broken shovel, would he?
No, I think it's fair to say his motives lie elsewhere. Question is, where? What did bring Mr. Benedict here at this particular point in time?
Alright, either it has something to do with the handwriting that's on there, or something on the back.
Ah.
It is.
Verbal
Stupid
writing.
drawing of Gina Lestrade.
Yeah, I was
Oh
gonna
my
say that looks like a
God.
drawing of Lestrade.
Yep. It's so that he can identify her, presumably.
I like the idea that they're just like crouching along behind him, looking
Yep.
at it.
Yep.
Yep.
Look at all the scribbled notes on the back of the flyer here.
Please hold that pose, sir. I don't believe it.
What is it?
Listen to what it says. Listen to the words.
Listen to the writing.
Name, Gina Lestrade. Height, 5'2". Green cap, scruffy waistcoat, grubby white shirt, blue satchel, ragged. It's a really insulting description of Miss Lestrade.
Really mean-spirited
Oh
description.
my god.
Eye color, stupid. It's even a sketch of her hat and all. Although if he showed it to her, she'd fire that smoke grenade launcher in his face for sure.
And look, the details of the shop have been written down here too. Windabanks Pawnbrokery, Baker Street, redemption deadline, 15th April.
Which is today's date. Why would Mr. Benedict have all the information scrawled on the back of a piece of paper? Well, let's
Have we encountered anyone with the initials AG yet? I can't remember off the top of my head if we have.
I don't think so.
Unclear, as John would say.
we have not. No. Yes, what brought you to this shop in the first place is the info about Miss Lestrade.
Quite so, my dear fellow. Appear that the writing in the sketch on the reverse of the flyer.
What's Gregson's first name?
To the pickpocket, Miss
Tobias.
Lestrade.
Oh,
And
okay.
to Mr. Winterbank's pawnbrokery here.
Ah!
That was the voice.
I couldn't remember his voice for a minute.
Just play one of the death sound effects from Dark Souls. Oh.
You originally told us that you had merely given chase after Miss Lestrade stole the redemption ticket from you.
But that, sir, is a thinly veiled lie.
It is the information on the back of the flyer that led you here today, by which I mean here to Windybank's Pawnbrokery, and today, the redemption deadline of that overcoat.
My heart.
So you waited outside for the young girl matching the description you have written down to arrive. And you have gone to some lengths to hide the reason for your pursuit of Miss Lestrade. In other words, there is some ulterior motive for your actions.
And now this
And
is
now
where we
we're
get
back,
to
yes, indeed.
Ah,
Back to the wackiness.
the contradiction is highlighted here.
What?
What is a ferrule?
It's the metal cap commonly found at the end of a cane, Mr. Norho.
Didn't Sholmes describe what it was in his explanation?
Attention. Look at your note.
Ah, the bit that makes the nice clacking sound on the pavement.
Yep. And Mr. Sholmes is right. It appears to be missing on the cane.
Yeah, it's like tap dancing shoes, but for a wooden rod.
But it doesn't actually look broken, does it?
No. Though the gentleman certainly did recoil from Mr. Sholmes' identified the cane as suspicious.
Not in the slightest.
No.
Pinocchio, you're alive. I guess so.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen clips from that movie, they're fantastic.
Is the movie out already?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I didn't realize it was already out.
I'm going
Because
on an
nobody's
adventure.
watching
I'll need to look up some clips from that then.
Please.
In other words, there's some secret about the cane that Mr. Benedict would rather we don't know.
And he's flashing it right at us.
It's his face.
Why the heck does his head look like the PS1 remake of Bloodborne?
But,
God.
Well, you could always check the obvious thing.
Yes.
I'm learning
Did
today.
highlight
It's
the
called...
initial
Speaking of, did you see that there's a Bloodborne cart coming out?
I saw that, yeah. I can look at his stylish hat, though.
No.
Mm.
I
That's
would
clear.
look at his
That's
stylish
clearly the suspicious
I like-
thing about his cane.
I like to think that the Susato's just as Ryunosuke goes for the hat, she's like, no.
That's his
My
hand
hand
away.
away.
No.
Yes.
Look here, Mrs. Otto. There's some letters on the handle.
Yeah. Those must be initials.
Yeah, it stands for alligator.
Alligator in the background. That's pretty funny.
It's actually the man's dying words. He carved out ah.
Right, the castle Og.
Castle ah.
When looked at from this angle, it might stand for McGilded.
It's like McGilded in Celtic.
In the
Some
West,
bullshit.
it's customary for people to engrave their belongings with the first letters of their names.
So Herlock Sholmes would be HS, you mean?
Yeah. And the initials on this cane obviously are Agbird. Oh.
A-G? Why does it feel as though that's not quite right?
I don't know.
What?
Why don't you spell out his freaking name?
Well, I think that it's not
Benedict.
not his name.
Benedict.
The contradiction of which I speak is, of course, the initialing.
A most astute observation, wouldn't you say, Mr. Egbert Benedict?
Rub it in, why don't you?
We are led to believe, sir, that your initials are EB.
The Easter Bunny.
Yet, in a most possessive manner, you have in your grasp.
Oh my
a
god, and he's got
English
egg theming.
A-G.
That's pretty funny.
An incontrovertible contradiction indeed, would you not agree?
They add a fair amount of detail into the ceiling that you never see.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Oh, you
yeah.
see it now, don't you?
No, you're wrong. The cane isn't. You said before that you'd had that cane for years. Grr. Don't try to tell us that you just borrowed it from a friend or found it in the park.
In short, though you hold yourself to be a gentleman, you have withheld your true name.
Kind of like
Oh.
ripping.
Did you hear that tear?
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, yeah.
You recoil, sir. I've said these lines.
Ah,
You recoil once again as though for the first time.
Blah blah.
Well, again, for the first time, for the last time.
tell me what the truth of your rod is.
Lay bare the secrets of your rod, sir.
Fishy, fishy.
Consider the bare bones of what's happened here. Miss Lestrade redeemed that fine-looking overcoat, and now a mysterious man has appeared introducing himself with a fake name, and claiming that the overcoat belongs to him.
It's very tight on him. But we know that he actually identified Miss Lestrade from a written description, which suggests that everything else he's told us is a lie.
Clearly. Everything he said.
It somehow proved that the overcoat cannot possibly belong to him.
Money's on a tear.
Look at his back.
Yep.
There it is. On the
There
shoulder.
yeah, it is.
It's his hat! The hat has a
It's
tear
not
in
white.
it!
Hands
It's
starts
not
going
actually
up.
white.
So I was like, stop
It doesn't
stop
match the suit.
Oh my god, the fucking
Gonna
hat.
check.
I've been looking closely at this hat for some time now, and it suddenly occurred to me that a bright white top hat like that might be just the hat for me.
Fucking Sholmes over in the corner
Mm.
like I could.
Yeah, sure.
I think I do, don't I?
Mm. You could see if there isn't something similar at Mr. Windibank's forfeited items. After we've concluded our investigation, we must focus on the task at hand at the moment.
Been looking at the hat for a while, and that checkerboard pattern on it. Is it black and copper, or is it brown and gold?
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it red and black?
Blue and white, obviously.
Split seam.
Oh, the seam on the shoulder. It's coming apart. Look.
Everybody look at the man's coat. So it is.
Look and point.
Laugh at the man.
Laugh at him in his stupid tight coat.
Did you know a moment ago when Mr. Benedict was surprised by something that was dead? I thought I heard him making a rather strange noise. It sounded a bit like a tiny growl.
I initially thought it was like I initially thought it was like his gloves like creaking on the rod or something.
Ah. I see.
But now I think it was probably the sound of his seam ripping open.
Hmm.
If you look closely, it does seem to be a very tight fit.
I think you might be right, Susato.
The sleeves are stretched to bursting, and you wouldn't have a hope of fastening it in the front. If he were to run around in it, I'm sure the whole thing would fall apart.
I'd like to see that.
Sorry?
So, how can we make him run around?
Nice.
Really giving this some thought.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yes. That's great. That's great.
I really want to see his clothes fall apart as he moves around.
Mm-hmm. You know that thing they do in anime? Where like everyone dramatically gets their clothes torn apart?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I just want to Fire
More
Emblem
so.
Heroes this man. The split seam, which you evidently would like to conceal, is the key to understanding this riddle you see. Ah,
Oh,
Yes, because the overcoat is rather obviously a poor fit.
I should just have a soundboard of like Link noises whenever there has to be a.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Huh.
And it's a bunch of different links, like every link.
Yes.
We were actually watching a video of all the different Link noises
Hell
last
yeah.
night. Listen to some of the Skyward Sword ones. They are the goofiest noises.
Yeah, no, Skyward
Yeah,
Sword
they-
Link's a dork.
Yeah, that adds up.
Meanwhile, Twilight Princess Link sounds like someone who wrestles goats.
As well he should. As well he should.
indeed.
Having forced it over your broad shoulders, your tight, broad shoulders.
Stupid,
seems
sexy
already
broad
not fair.
shoulders.
Could you just run around for me real quick?
My suspicions were aroused from the outset, apparently much like those two.
Sorry, I'm staring very closely. It's aroused my suspicion as well.
Yes, my suspicion.
When you so badly lied about your name and so boldly waylaid this pickpocket.
I'm getting a major clue right now.
Very good.
Oh
Nice.
god.
Sorry, it just fit too well.
I remember that joke.
Shit!
This catalogue of untruths has all been for one very specific purpose. Steal the article that the young girl redeemed from Mr. Winterbank.
Yeah.
Mhm. But what really irks me is this. The considerable crime I initially imagined has been considerably curtailed.
No kidding.
The other thing that Mr. Sholmes has fucking done, he has installed a security camera
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's
in
two.
the pawnbroker.
It's two cameras, right?
Two
Well, it's
cameras.
actually called the Red Hand Catchinator or something like that.
Well, yeah, but it's two cameras that are set up to go off at like half-hour intervals.
I
Yeah,
see.
it just takes a picture
That's-
automatically every half hour.
That's
It's bankrupting the man.
It
because he can't
is
afford to do it.
because of having to
Super
pay for the
expensive.
film rolls.
oh my god.
And they're
Yeah.
every 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I believe I've probably read these lines already.
Yes.
Well, this is slightly different, I guess.
So this is new.
Oh,
Yeah. He's talking about robbing. a girl.
Let me go. This is utterly absurd. You suggest that I, a gentleman, deign to...
Wait, this is designed. I guess designed
Designed
works.
Designed a wheeze
Yeah, no, he
Designed
designed
a
a wheeze.
wheeze?
Yeah, that works. That works, I guess.
to filch.
I didn't know wheeze was a word for...
Basically came up with an idea.
Yeah,
Ah.
I designed a wheeze, I guess means I designed a plan.
Filch
Yeah.
some tawdry article of pawnage. Utter pawnage.
Very verbose. The way to say that.
some ponage.
Have you forgotten that I redeemed the article in the proper manner using the watchword?
Who's to say that she didn't?
Yep.
That's how she got it, though.
Had I not been the one to deposit it in the first place, how could I have possibly known the relevant details? I don't
Nisipa?
Nesipo, yeah.
It's Nisipa, yeah.
reckon ze speak.
But the watchword can be discovered.
Also literally written on your document.
As you are only too well aware, Mr. Benedict. Ah, this I have read.
Mhm.
Hmm.
First glance. Nani?
He looked at the dog photo.
Okay, this is new.
Ah, ooh, well,
Yep, it's gone now.
it's fine.
Sholmes is adapting.
The method is revealed by the council. Now, this is the same.
This is the same. He changed the context, but kept the answer the
Yeah,
same.
as he does.
Let us consider how one might come to learn a secret watchword by the council notice.
Yep.
Exactly.
Exactly.
The
Definitely that.
direction of the deduction must change rather dramatically now, I think.
Is that a cat
I
photo?
believe
It is
so.
a cat picture. Yeah.
Cat.
It's the one with the snowman, remember?
I was gonna say, yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
the real murderer.
Yes.
The
no
cat
more
or the
talking.
snowman?
Yeah.
Well, the cat's got a kill count of 1 so far. Yes, no more talk of tunneling into the sewers. Which is a pity, because it all sounded rather exciting.
Probably stinky.
Anyway. He has no concept of how bad English sewers could be.
Nah, never been in one.
Yeah.
You can't deny that this mysterious gentleman did know the watchword.
Yeah, Professor. If you didn't know that word, Mr. Winterbank would never allow you to redeem the article.
Or, looking at it another way, if you did know that word, Mr. Winterbank would allow you to redeem that article whether it was yours or not. So the question is, could this gentleman have found the watchword out somehow?
Hmm.
Let's look.
Okay. Presumably,
It's the
she
gun.
had to give it's the gun. Presumably, she had to give the watchword to him, which means he had to pull out a document which had the watchword on it, and he
Yes,
probably
it's
just
prob-
left it on the table.
Well, that's why he had to wait for her to show up, because he knew she knew the watchword.
Hmm.
He
Yeah.
pulls out the
Yeah.
document, he strolls in after she's clearly wearing the coat. And
Maybe
it's like,
it's not
up,
notepad.
up, let me just lean over here real quick. You don't, that's not yours.
Right.
Look at this, Mrs. Otto.
Ah, it's gibberish.
It's
No.
random
No,
scribbles.
we're leaving it like that. Let's see. What does the gibberish say? Oh, Professor.
Wait a minute.
Not the most secure watchword recording device.
Mr. Winterbank must make a note of the watchwords the customers give him right before their eyes. And in alarmingly clear script as well.
Clear, yeah. I don't know where to look. Who knows what other secrets I might see?
Alrighty. I think it was the gun.
See, it was written inside the bullet,
Yep.
inside the barrel.
Yup.
The method is revealed by the notelet on the counter to which your eyes were inadvertently drawn.
Yes, the broker here follows the same procedure whenever your customer comes to redeem an article. You ask the customer for the watchword and notes down the response uttered on a notelet he has to hand. Then he consults his ledger and confirms whether or not the watchword matches that of the article in question.
I would expect nothing less of a diligent pawnbroker. But his diligence clearly has its disadvantages. What are you talking about?
It is increasingly apparent that you were present in this shop before your accusation against Miss Lestrade.
In all likelihood, you followed her inside and then observed her talking to Mr. Winterbank. When he... Oh,
This is me. When the diligent broker made a note of the watchword, as is his common practice.
All right.
sorry, one thing. Sorry, we had a weird mic thing.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
This is all right.
You observed him writing the word professor on the notelet beside the ledger.
And that, sir, was the master plan you devised to steal the pawn article from the young Miss Lestrade.
Master plan?
Which brings us at the last to the final chapter of this lurid scheme of which I have read before.
It seems like the Yeah, this is definitely the longest deduction he's ever made.
Well, it's the final chapter of this game.
True.
Or at least this half of the collection.
Yeah.
For an ill-fitting overcoat hardly seems to justify the effort, much less a worthless music box disc. But naturally, you had very good reason to make them yours, didn't you, Mr. Benedict? If that is your real name.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Allow me to present a rather interesting piece of evidence.
This is the last case of the first of the two games.
Yes.
I'm actually fairly interested to see where he was gonna try and go with that.
You see, this posts you are the Crystal Tower.
Oh, man.
The music box disc reveals a vital clue about the construction of the Crystal Tower.
That's such an unwitting Final Fantasy XIV reference.
Yeah.
The
Anyhow.
article talking
It tells
about
you who the Crystal X are. Okay.
The articles we're
Anyways.
talking about are the overcoat and the.
Well, we're
music
not
box.
even at the trial yet, John. You know, hold on. Be patient.
Yeah, it'll be a while.
And according to Mr. Winterbank, it isn't even worth a penny.
There's been no crime yet. No one's
No.
dead.
Well, a robbery.
It's a
presumably.
robbery.
There's an attempted robbery.
Yeah, fair.
Oh
Yeah.
dear.
It's in it.
They want to have a handkerchief on them.
And yet this man went to such lengths to steal them. God, your finger's big.
Why?
Well, the hand is pretty close to the camera, so.
Well,
Yeah,
you
actually,
see,
good perspective.
I've had some swelling in my hands lately, so
All the caramel.
It's just the ankle, but he has such like a sausage finger right now.
Yeah.
We already have the evidence. We need to explain it, Mr. Naruhodo.
Could we? Really? I better have a thorough look through all the evidence we've collected so far.
Well,
Okay, yeah.
I think it's my armband.
Oh yeah, there's blood on this. Yeah.
Yep.
well, the blood is new
And
because
that.
he scratched his finger on it when Gina took it.
oh dear.
Yes, it says for McGilded.
Mm-hmm.
The surname of a man whose innocence use occurred in the trial 2 months ago, Mr.
Just
Naruhodo.
occurred.
Use occurred.
Card.
Nice.
Yes. A trial I'll never forget. I wonder how Mr. McGilded is doing these
Oh,
days.
Good.
Oh wait a minute.
Not the least of it because of the tragic incident that followed in which McGilded was killed. But why would his name be on the music box disc?
I'm afraid I have no idea, but one thing seems for certain. This surely cannot be a simple coincidence.
Alright.
This isn't a present.
You see, this music box disc tells us all we need to know. What's that on the back?
It reads for McGilded.
I'm just keeping that.
Oh boy, here we
Remember
go.
this creepazoid?
Ah,
I don't say
Mr.
anything.
Magnus McGilded,
Got some pretty.
the unfortunate philanthropist who perished in curious circumstances at the Old Bailey 2 months ago. A prominent man in London. His lone mongering demonstrated a distinct lack of scruples. So, you're an associate of his, are you? Or perhaps a subordinate? The hat checks out.
Very flashy attire.
Mm.
McGilded was a man of unusually small stature. In fact, he was precisely the right size for that overcoat you've squeezed yourself into. Ah!
Your true identity remains shrouded in mystery, Mr. Eggert Benedict. But the final conclusion here is crystal clear. The reason you came to this pawnbrokery today... Oh, here we go again, Jordan.
Alright, we need someone else to count it.
Yep.
All right.
Dom. Well,
on-
let Dom
Has to be
count it, because he's
Oh, yeah.
he's on a different...
All right.
Dom or Phil?
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Was to retrieve an article left behind by the late Magnus McGill.
It was fine. It was fine. Why'd you
You had
stop?
too much of a giggle.
No, it was totally off on our end.
Oh, was
that was
it?
the problem.
Well, it was fine.
Yeah.
It was perfectly in sync on my end.
Perfectly in
It was good on
sync,
my
but I
end,
like
yeah.
started a full second before him.
Yeah,
It was like a
Interesting.
speech jammer.
Yeah, it was weird. Well, we almost got it. We'll get it by the end.
Ah!
I'm starting to think you should do every other word. So, like, someone says the first
Oh,
word,
that's
the
a
next
good
person
idea.
says the next
That's
word.
a good
Oh,
idea.
That could
that's
work,
what
yeah.
we're
Probably
doing.
easier.
That could
Or
work.
we just
All right.
unplug our headphones and go for it, and whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
But
That would
But-
also be funny.
Elementary. You solved it.
woo, we did it.
Congrats.
Well, well, Mr. Magnus McGilded. What a name I expected to hear in these circumstances.
Mr. Sholmes, I'm afraid there's something very troubling on my mind.
Pray tell, Miss Susato.
We didn't get him to run. Well, according to what Mr. Windibank told us earlier, Today was the final day on which the coat could have been redeemed, was it not?
Yes, Mom, that's correct. Today would be precisely 2 months since it was first deposited.
Oh shit.
Well, today is 15th April, so 2 months ago today.
Wait, God, we're
Hang
so
on a
close
minute
to it
now.
actually being today.
Hang
We're
on a
5
minute
days
now.
Close. Would have been 15th February, sir. That's right. It's all carefully recorded in my ledger. Deposited at 10:30 p.m. I see.
What? But that suggests.
Yeah, 15th February is precisely the
The
day,
day on which the omnibus murder took place.
I just assumed I would continue because of the dot dot dot.
Yeah, you finish each other's
Does that
sentences.
quite a bit.
And 10:30 in the evening is precisely the time at which the terrible events were unfolding.
I wonder.
Digestive is not. It would seem the matter is entirely beyond coincidence.
You're, of course, at liberty to make whatever outlandish deductions you choose. However,
What?
Yep. Figured that was gonna happen.
I must insist you hand over the music box disc now.
Well, he's got a weapon. Our deductions don't do shit against a weapon.
True.
He has yet to meet a man who outsmarts Bullet.
It would be a terrible shame for you to return to your native land in a box. That's actually a hardcore line.
That is actually fucking.
Well, you get to decide. Are you gonna fight him?
I would love to see what happens here if you say
Susato
no.
can take
Yep.
him
Yeah,
down.
do the Susato takedown on him.
Susato takedown.
It is not that I don't have faith in Susato, but
Get him, Susato. You
I
got
don't
this.
have much knowledge. I don't have encyclopedic knowledge of all the details of Ace Attorney, but I feel like this is the first time a guy just straight up pulls a gun on you when you're interrogating him.
yeah, I think the closest thing that's ever happened is a dude just like punches you in the face.
Yeah,
I
but
got
this
the-
is extreme.
This is pretty extreme.
Yeah.
There are some things a man must protect at all costs. Music box disc. This may well be one of those things. Then again, it may not.
Oh.
Yeah,
Mr.
Mr.
Winterbank.
Winterbank.
Mr. Winterbank!
This is my shop. I can't allow any harm to come to my customers. If that were to happen, I should have to take
Oh,
my
God,
own life.
Oh,
No,
no. Wrong person. It's the wrong person, Winterbank.
Not your own head, you idiot.
Mr. Winterbank, no!
Alright, that's
Let's
enough.
see who this is.
Please,
Yeah, I had a
thank you.
feeling this was gonna be.
All right, Phil. I feel like you should take over.
Sure,
the
yeah.
consideration.
Yeah.
Inspector
It's the first
Gregson.
time. It's the first time y'all are glad the police is here.
Inspector?
That's right, Sunshine. The arm was raised on one of our dedicated emergency lines. So we got here as fast as we could. That was all this about, eh?
Oh, praise be. You're here at last. I was moments away from forfeiting my own life and my very own
Well, he raised a silent alarm. Good for you.
Would seem you have the upper hand.
Really? No hit, Herlock.
Right. You lot have got some explaining to do. I don't appreciate being bothered with some petty argy-bargy.
Mr. Winterbank was nearly met his end. I mean, on his own hands, but
Yeah, but he's doing guns as far as I can tell. Fucking...
Kia.
What's with this guy?
I feel like we can just use that as an excuse. Mr. Winterbank almost got shot in the head.
Oh dear.
It's a Tuesday.
whole Britain can meet with its end if I don't get to the bottom of the case I'm supposed to be working on.
What? What on earth is the case, Inspector?
It's top secret.
Sorry, spare no detail, Gregson.
I might have said a little too much. No matter. It's nothing to do with you lot. Anyway, sir, you're going to have to come with me down to the station.
But of course, Inspector.
I don't like how willingly he's. Oh,
He's getting away!
Gave him the slip.
I pirouetted.
out of.
After him, lads! We shall be officer too.
It's like he fucking slapped the fish and chips off his hand and ran.
Sure. My fish and chips all over the floor.
Oh my god, his clothes are tearing off.
There's been a spate of thefts at pawn shops around here recently. So we fit emergency buttons underneath the counters for brokers to let us know when there's trouble.
Oh, Inspector, I was very worried there for a while. Very worried indeed.
Now then, Mr. Permanently in Mourning.
Yes?
Because he dressed in black.
Ah. I'll be taking that, whatever the fuck it is, of McGildens down to the yard, thank you very much.
Why is it so weird and everyone needs to comment on it?
Everyone loves my outfit. I don't know what your problem is.
I
Your outfit looks like nothing
guess
that exists.
I guess people
My
wearing
outfit's just...
yeah, I guess people wearing black is uncommon.
Homeboy just had a white checker pattern hat.
Yeah, it's pretty chill, dog.
Yeah, well, there you go.
It's
yeah.
called fashion.
Tis still before Labor Day.
So hand it over.
Oh, yes, of course.
No, don't get it written. It's mine. That is, it's mine.
I'm sorry, miss, but it's mine, actually. Anything belonging to McGilded has to be taken in as evidence now.
As evidence?
Actually, it didn't say it was McGilded, just for McGilded, so it's not his.
If the police demand.
Just loudly starts munching his fish and
Hello?
chips.
We have no choice but to capitulate. That
Mr.
word,
Sholmes, that seems like a very, very, exploitable system.
Absolutely, my friend. It's all yours, Inspector.
Well, Sholmes works for the police often, so. Makes sense.
The joke is that the police do this all the time to get free shit.
I don't think that's the joke being made here, but I get where
Well,
you're coming
No,
from.
but that's my joke.
Yeah.
You were so happy when they came to stop the shooting.
It's actually happened twice in Ace Attorney that the police have saved your life.
Hmm.
And so we handed Mr. McGilded's disc over to Inspector Gregson.
Well, the only person whose life we can say for sure that they saved was our pawnbroker friend.
Mr. Windy Bank, yeah.
And we were summarily turfed out of the shop and onto the street.
Well then,
Got turfed. Wow.
to be
Wow.
continued. You fulfilled the first part,
Woo!
and the murder hasn't happened yet.
I was gonna say, there hasn't been any Hounds of Baskerville.
I mean, there doesn't necessarily need to be a murder. There wasn't a murder in the last trial.
There has to be a dog, though. That's kind of important.
The pawnbroker had a photo of a dog.
Can we pet the dog?
We'll have to find out.
I think now's a pretty decent time for a break.
Yeah,
Sure, yeah.
and I should probably also peel off.
Alrighty.
possibly.
Yeah, it's
So
getting
I
to
will-
9:40 for you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
9:40. Yeah.
It is 9:40 exactly.
So
Right.
I should probably I'm probably gonna have a snack and go to bed.
Alrighty.
Oh.
I got work tomorrow. But
Sounds
Thank
good.
y'all for joining us for the great deduction.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
indeed,
Quick
farewell.
Good night, Corbin.
Good night,
Good
friends.
Good
All
night.
right.
Get out of here.
Brief break and
Break
we're
break.
back.
Yep.
We'll be back soon.
Yep. Be back.
I gotta get laundry.
Be back soon. I'm gonna make some tea.
Hmm.
Well, we
This isn't
can
even
we can
peak.
resume
Like-
now.
Yeah, it's giving
Right.
me big Apollo Justice vibes. Honestly, the way the story is structured.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Maybe
can
it's
see
just
that.
because Sholmes has the same kind of presence that Wright did in that game,
Yeah, that's fair. I can see that.
and you just get the sense it's like going somewhere. It's all gonna tie
Indeed.
together at some point.
It will. I can fucking promise.
I'm expecting some twisty turns.
Oh yeah. They coming.
See, that's why I ate grown-ups. I eat them with some salt.
Mm,
All they do is feed you a pack of lies and take stuff away from you.
Oh, I guess it's just me now, huh?
Oh yeah, I guess you're Sholmes.
Oh, really, Mrs. Strahd? Tell me, is that overcoat keeping you warm?
Well, oh my, surely you were given that. Yeah, I did let me keep it after I looked daggers at him for long enough.
The D?
It went through the pockets and said, oh, and then have it before telling me to stop it.
I love the fact that Magnus McGilded's like tailored fitted coats.
Fits a 5'2" teenage girl.
She's like 14.
Yeah.
well, it's swimming on her. I think it
Yeah,
fits.
it is a little large, but fits better than it did
Honestly-
the other guy.
I don't think it's large torso wise. I think it's only like the arms are too long.
Well, she's rolled up the sleeves.
Yeah, I think it's just the arms. I think it's Magnus McGilded's long, skinny arms.
Also,
Yeah.
100%, I have to make this whole outfit to cosplay as Gina.
Gina's got one
Oh,
of the
it gets
best
better.
designs.
Freaking
It gets
great.
better.
Mm.
This is not her final form.
Oh, no, but that means I have to learn how to do that, and I don't know if I want to do that.
Oh, the coin thing?
The coin thing.
Yeah,
I've
that's not too
tried,
bad.
I can't do it. Always pay me off, giving people look like you ate them.
You just need to hold a coin. I can't help feeling that it's gonna get you into serious trouble one day.
What I really wanted was that nice shiny disc, man. The music box disc?
But Mr. Windibank said it was practically worthless.
I think I'm gonna go and have another bash. Give him a long and hard stare.
Isn't it with the cops right now?
Yeah.
I think not, Miss Lestrade. We shan't enter Windibanks again today.
Well, no, that's not fair.
It's not fair.
Not fair.
It's not well.
It can't be helped, I'm afraid. The police are investigating the scene now and taking a statement from Mr. Windibank.
But that is mine. I had the ticket for this coat and it was in the coat pocket. And there should be something else and all. That's what the Roving Cove said, ain't it? Cove, not cave, but it's fine.
He did mention something about another article, didn't he?
Well then, that's mine too, whatever it is.
Charles is giving the blankest dentist stare.
It's the caramel. It's starting to hit.
Yes.
What they put in that caramel?
It's the 7% solution, remember?
Yeah,
Oh.
there's another 93%.
I like to think that it's not that it's a 7% solution of caramel, meaning it's a watered down caramel, but rather his 7% with heroin, I think is usually what it is, or opium. That is actually in that caramel. So he has drugs in the caramel.
The thing is, they just sold stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's what
It's possible.
soda is right now.
Yeah, soda is in fact cocaine and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They sell it like to kids.
Yeah.
Now she's really pushing her luck.
Miss Lestrade, I think it's time to admit defeat. You've had your haul for the day.
Yeah, and it's all your fault, Sholmes.
So what are your plans now? Will you dine with us this evening? Iris would be delighted to cook, I'm sure, and I might entertain you with a modest violin recital. Now that I have the violin instead of the viola.
The different number of strings and everything.
No, it's the same number of strings.
Oh, just
Different
the different
types
notes.
of strings. Yeah. No, talk.
Oh.
Oh, what did I say? Have you lost your head or something? It's not like I like you or anything, Baka.
And there she goes.
Oh dear, she's gone.
Having reviled... Having
Reviled on me.
Having reviled on me quite unnecessarily, I might add. Didn't realize that was a verb.
I can't help wondering if perhaps she might turn up anyway.
Interesting.
In my country, they call it a tsundere. Once she's had a chance to calm down, I think there's a good chance she'll decide to come.
Very well then. I've not heard of the tsundere, but I have heard of a tsundir. Is that what you're talking about? I'll inform Iris to set a place for our potential guest at the dinner table this evening. Oh, and one more thing. Should be glad of your company later, too.
Sorry?
No need to apologize. I believe I will have a rather splendid surprise to show you.
Oh, how exciting. What is it? That wouldn't be surprised.
You shall have to wait and see, Miss Yusato. Until later, then. Toodles.
Okay, can we finally look at the spades in the inside of the pawnbroker?
We have to move back.
Well, you can't go in right
we're not
now.
going back in, though. They already said
Oh
that.
yeah, police.
Oh,
The police are covering this place, so you'll have to wait another time.
Mm.
you clicked the alley instead of moving. There you go.
Oh, really? We're right there.
Yep.
Listen, it's not a matter
Yep.
of it being the best pawnbrokery. It's a matter of it being the most convenient.
We live
Very
right
convenient.
there.
Yeah,
Right here.
Yep.
literally right there.
It's been 2 months since we started taking lodgings here above Mr. Sholmes' office. Still can't quite believe it. I never expected things would turn out like this.
Oh, I know. Reading your thoughts again. To actually be sharing accommodation with the world's greatest detective? If I ever find myself before a court of law now, I will have not one regret.
Okay.
I like that that's what you assume the most likely way you'll die is.
Yes.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'd be happy to defend you, of course.
And that's why I'm gonna lose in court. I guess you
Perhaps
have
it's time to go home.
We have to actually go. Do we go to the Shins' suite first?
I think so. There's a surprise, apparently.
I love Wilson's corner of the room.
Mhm.
Also, that's an extra large typewriter.
It's quite fancy.
That's a chunky typewriter.
Speaking of chonky, that figure up on the desk with the typewriter.
The dog. That's a
Is-
dog.
is that a
It's
dog?
a thick dog.
That
Wow.
looks like an Aussie.
I thought it was a horse.
It's a very horse-like dog.
No, that's the that is absolutely like an Aussie type of
Yeah,
body.
I think so.
No, yeah, no, I believe you. I thought it was a horse at first.
I actually did too, and I'm like, it's a large dog.
The crumpled paper in the waste bin looks like a rubber duck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. I thought it was a duck at first. Oh. Ah, Susie and Rudo, come in, come in.
Good afternoon, Iris.
Thank you so much for breakfast this morning.
Oh, don't mention it. Goodness, look at the time already.
Busy as always.
I am. I'm preparing everything for dinner this evening.
I spent all morning making breakfast, and now it's time to begin making dinner. My life is very eventful. Already, you're obviously cooking something special, are you?
Oh, yes. After all, we have a special guest joining us. Guess who it is? Go on. If you guess wrong, I shoot you.
I was gonna say, is this a threat? Wait, you didn't let him do the hee hee. I wanted to hear the
Oh, right.
hee hee.
You'll never guess.
It'll happen again, don't worry.
Yeah.
Those little eyes of hers shining.
Shining like on that gun she's holding. Oh dear. It is awkward when you already know the answer, isn't it?
It's Ginny! Isn't that exciting?
What a surprise. Yeah, that's wonderful news.
Wow, Iris seems overjoyed at the idea.
I can't wait to learn some pickpocketing tips from a real professional.
Oh yes, that does sound like fun.
I'm not sure that's entirely appropriate. Are you Mr. Naruhodo?
By the way, Iris, what's Mr. Schultz up to?
That death glare that Susanoo had was great.
Early? Oh, he's been like that ever since he got back.
Jesus Christ, man. Hello, Mr. Sholmes?
I beg that you won't speak to me.
Oh, is he depressed again already?
Oh yeah, he's still missing his fancy toy from his desk.
Oh yeah.
I don't know who you are, but kindly take your leave. As you can see, I'm not here.
I think the caramel's starting to hit hard.
I was gonna say, I think they got that percentage wrong in that
The
caramel.
caramel hit hard, yeah.
I don't know how to respond to that.
I do apologize. When he gets like this, he's completely oblivious to everything.
Yes, I see.
Really, he behaves just like a child sometimes, really does.
That's the child.
That's the joke!
Mr. Sholmes and Iris have something of a parent and child relationship, don't they? But I think,
Yes, except Iris is clearly the parent.
I was gonna say that, and I'm like, that's absolutely what the next line's
Yeah.
You were about to do it, and then you realized you weren't Phil.
Yeah.
Only Phil is allowed to predict the next lines.
It was not your destiny.
No.
Hey, Susanoo, why is there a knife going into your head?
It does look like that.
Wah wah.
Feeling okay? There's like... Her ribbon is like clipping slightly, and it just twitches every now and then.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Where?
The left
Oh, I saw it.
on
I saw
our
it.
on our left, it's twitching a little
Oh, I
bit.
saw
Yeah.
it. Oh my god.
Yeah, it just clips into her head a little bit.
Wow.
Oh.
Goes out.
Oh my god.
I would not have noticed that if you hadn't pointed it out.
It's when she blinks. It's like
Oh my
right
god,
before
her
she blinks.
blinking.
Wait, is it when she blinks? That's like right before she blinks.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's so minor too.
Oh no,
my
no, I
god.
think
Sure,
it
dude,
actually
this is-
no, actually I think it's slightly it's slightly. They're both on like a cycle, and it's slightly off. They're slightly off from each other.
Well,
Yeah.
someone done fucked up.
The funny thing is, they absolutely did not realize this when they released the game on 3DS. And no
Oh
one
yeah,
noticed.
absolutely.
No one-
No way you
Yeah.
could see that on 3DS.
And they just assumed
Nah.
it was fine when they ported it.
Yeah. Oh well, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Hardly noticed.
Come to think of it,
I didn't even notice it.
I wonder where her real parents
Well,
are.
I think we know where one of them is at least.
Yeah.
What's the matter, Runo? You have ever such a funny look on your face.
Oh, he's just remembering your dead father.
Oh, no, it's nothing.
I know what it is.
No, you don't.
Why does this girl live here with Mr. Sholmes, you're wondering? Am I right?
How did you?
Oh, Runo. I can read you like a book. Everyone can.
This girl is dangerous.
No, you are a danger to yourself. You need to stop thinking like out
Stop
loud.
reading my mind. Also, the statement still stands. This girl is dangerous.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, that's still true regardless. Don't worry, you can ask me anything. I won't mind.
Like, yeah, she could outfit an entire Blackwater squad right now.
Yeah.
Iris is like, ask me anything, and Susato's there, like giving like the shaking the hand over the throat, like don't
Don't do it.
Yeah, just looking at Ryunosuke like,
don't do that.
Would
Oh,
you
let's
like
see
to
what
open up
comes
a dialogue about my parentage?
Don't
I don't
do
know if we
it.
looked at the side of the room last time.
You
Briefly,
might have
we
skipped
did.
this part.
Yeah, I think we skipped this.
yeah, there's a few that don't have check marks on them still.
This is where Iris notes down her ideas, isn't it? Let's see. What does it say today? Ah, the Boscombe Valley Mystery.
Oh, how intriguing. It must be the title of Iris's latest work. Oh my, I wonder what fantastic tale awaits us.
Zato-san looks like an angel, but I bet she's dreaming of the most unsavory crime you can imagine.
Your wife watching horror versus your wife watching true crime.
Yeah.
And then his legs were cut off, and then his arms were cut off,
His
and then
arms
his tongue
were cut off. His tongue was cut off.
Wow.
It's the drug cabinet, maybe.
Yeah. Look at all that caramel.
Charming.
It's a charming little white shelf, and full of charming little bottles, too. But the contents of them aren't quite so charming.
Science is the future, Mr. Naruhodo. Invest in pharmaceuticals. You can't deny it.
This is coming
You're
from
right,
the
though.
woman from New Jersey.
I'm saving my money so that I can buy some chemistry apparatus as well.
Law, chemistry, takedown throws. What a diverse skills you boast, Mrs. Otto.
It will really help when I become a kingpin running my drug empire. As useful as they are, I'm not sure that my throwing skills are worthy of inclusion in that list.
I don't know. It seemed pretty handy in a pinch.
Think of it. I haven't seen Iris doing much writing recently. But there's paper already set up in the typewriter. Look, as if she's about to start.
It looks like it has stuff on it too.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that reminds me, when I mentioned that Iris was in the process of writing a full-fledged novel, Mr. Natsume was most impressed.
Ah, yes, Mr. Natsume.
Remember that wacko?
That's what I'll be doing too once I'm back in Japan, he said through tightly clenched fists and teeth.
I can picture it now.
Oh, those are the only
What?
two things of note
What?
here.
Wait.
Oh, wait.
There's a few things.
Tea set. Iris's beautiful tea set is on the table as usual. A cup of one of her special herbal blends always helps me to relax, feeling the strain. just really relax. Preternaturally relaxed, actually. I get on the couch for hours. I just eat cake.
The English pastime of tea has many similarities with our own tea ceremony customs, don't you think? It's the idea of hospitality behind it. That's the essence of tea.
Is that the first time we've seen her do that animation without a book in her hand?
I was gonna say, that looked like a new animation.
Yeah.
I think it's just a modification of, like, usually she, like, smacks
Yeah.
the book.
Well, yeah, but she
non-book
when she
version.
does when
It's
she
rare,
smacks
but
the
it
book, it's like an open hand smack, isn't it? She did it.
Yeah, she does it with
Yeah.
the back of her hand and does kind of a sweep.
Yeah, but
With
this,
she had-
yeah, she had like a clenched fist.
Yeah, she did like a slam with
Yeah.
her fist.
This one's rare, but it happens every now and then.
Yeah.
I think it's just whenever it's just a modification that
Yeah,
happens
yeah.
whenever she's still holding her hand as though she had a book.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Behind the text box doesn't exist.
It's about posture. and grace,
Exactly.
you see.
You sure there's anything else here?
I don't. That might have been the last of it.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I think those are literally the only two things.
Nothing of
note here.
consequence here.
The bust.
But that's kind of like on Holmes's side.
These are all mementos in Mr. Sholmes's past cases, I think. If he had been involved in my case, I wonder if the beefsteak from La Carnival would be on display here.
Oh no.
A mystery shoe, a curious Hummer, some mysterious dancing men, a bust of
Oh,
Napoleon.
yeah, there's a- there-
Jack Napoleon, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, yeah, there's a mallet up there. I didn't realize.
Why does Napoleon look like a pillar man?
Wow, what an entrancing pet collection.
It looks like an untidy assortment of junk to me, rather than what's on my own shelves. Rather like what's on my own shelves.
Well, you really ought to learn to keep your things in order, Mr. Naruto.
No favoritism there at all.
Yeah.
I do like the idea that Naruhodo is incredibly messy, and that's just a thing about him.
Mm.
Because that's the exact opposite of Phoenix Wright, who is
Yeah.
a clean freak.
That's funny.
Yeah. He's learned, clearly. It just took a few generations.
Oh, that's new.
It looks like that huge metal chest is being used as a table for coffee and tea.
Just like
In
in,
that order.
college
Yeah.
and like in our first apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems very
That's our handy
sturdy,
tables.
with an equally sturdy lock.
Mr. Naruhodo, you must go around opening things. But tell me what's inside. I always have to keep an eye on you, don't I? You're very mischievous.
How did you come to that conclusion? Also, hi Pot. I'm Kettle. You're black.
All right, let's
Well, let's
converse
ask her
about your
anything.
dead parents.
Let's talk about Ginny. So, by Ginny, you mean Miss Lestrade, the young woman from the McGilded case 2 months ago, right?
Yes. You also stole my experimental smoke grenade launcher. Although after that trial, I invited her back here and we had dinner together. And now we're the best of friends.
Have you guys seen The Amazing World of Gumball?
I've seen a little bit of it, but not much.
Yeah, she reminds me a lot of Anais.
Particularly, I get the feeling that she really, really wants friends and attaches very, very hard to people.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she doesn't
I mean, she
actually
finished-
make friends very easily.
Mm.
She finished all her schooling and she lives with this
Yeah.
detective.
Yeah.
So she just sees a human being and she's like, you look like a future friend.
Yeah.
Let me make you a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eat
Pretty much, yeah.
dinner.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Oh, haha, what a lovely tale.
Yes, now if I bump into her on the street, she runs away as fast as she can. It's delightful.
And
Yeah.
I give chase with my gun. It's quite the pastime.
We have fun.
Yeah,
I chase after her down the back alleys.
exactly.
It's the most dangerous game.
Fucking good.
Interesting idea of friendship.
And then I let her have the latest color of smoke grenade I've developed.
Ah.
And then she passes out for a while.
I assume this is part of the game. I don't know. I've never played with another person before.
And that gives me a chance to hide and wait again.
I assume one of these days she's going to come after me with a smoke grenade, but it hasn't happened yet.
There's so many beautiful colors in the world. Ginny wants me to make a whole rainbow.
I suppose this means you've let Miss Lestrade keep the smoke grenade launcher, have you?
Yeah, that's right. I got bored of it anyway. Hurley always reacts the same way when I shoot him with it now.
Poor Hurley.
Ooh, I can't wait for Ginny to arrive. It's been too long since she last came over. I'm so excited.
I just hope she does actually come.
Yeah, you were the one who put it in Holmes's head that she would come up, so it's on you if you disappoint this little girl.
Say a woo in this voice. Ooh woo.
Well, we'll wait for the appropriate line, how about?
Woo.
Ooh woo. I'm sure you've been wondering why it is that I live here with Hurley, haven't you?
Now can you say nya?
Nyan.
Yeah.
It has crossed my mind. That and where are your real parents?
My mommy and daddy aren't with me anymore.
Shot them with my smoke grenade.
Mommy passed away when I was born. And at around the same time, my father... Well, he had to go to a faraway land because of one of the cases he and Hurley were working on.
Oh,
Sad ooh.
Are you just now putting this together, Ryunosuke? Are you really just now putting this together?
Wait a minute. Wilson?
does anybody else hear the sound of like a gear clicking in? Just like what? Did you say he and Hurley?
Yes. Daddy and Hurley were always solving mysterious cases together.
You didn't mention that before.
He wrote them all up in his diaries. That's what's in the metal chest over there. I saw you looking at it. I know you want to open it.
I also keep Daddy in there. Really? He recorded them all.
So, you mean it's true, Mr. Shams?
Yeah, I would agree. John, he is the worst sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
In this particular instance, he is kind of the densest motherfucker.
Oh, Ryunosuke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can be pretty
can't see
dense
this
sometimes,
bad.
yeah.
Really did have a partner with whom he tackled some of his most taxing cases.
You know what? He just assumes that Wilson's a super common name.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And he doesn't think about it much because it's not his language. Maybe.
Entirely possible, yeah.
Barely possible. I'm clear.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's always nice to have one, isn't it?
Mr. Sholmes' partner was your father.
Exactly. Very good.
One day.
Hurley told me I wasn't allowed to look in the chest. But that only made me want to look even more. So I opened it up.
And you found your father's memoir.
My father's remains, yes. Yeah, so I asked Hurley, who wrote these? He nearly fell off his chair. But then he told me. That's when I found out that the author of all those accounts was my father.
Father was Mr. Sholmes' partner.
Will we finally get there? Will we finally get there?
I've practically lived with Hurley all my life. I was tiny when he took me in. Even tinier than
still
I am
tiny.
now.
So, Wilson never took care of his daughter.
Yeah, sounds like.
Beat dad.
Because it sounds like even when Sholmes returns from mysteries, Wilson doesn't.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
That's odd, isn't it, huh?
Very
That
strange.
is-
So, it came as quite a shock. When Hurley told me he wasn't really my daddy, I mean...
it must have done.
I wonder why Mr. Sholmes chose to tell you, and at such a young age.
Because that's a healthy thing to tell adopted kids.
Hurley says it's because he wouldn't have been able to hide it from me.
Oh,
Well, having lived with Hurley all these years, you might say that his ways have rubbed off on me.
Also, he keeps the secret in a chest.
I just noticed the really cute thing on her backpack.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, the keychains.
bunny.
Oh yeah, look at that.
So cute.
There's
They're
no
very
way we could have been able to see that on 3DS.
That would have been very difficult to see, yeah.
Also, why does it look like it has its own special, like, highlight? Like someone's getting a flashlight and just...
It does a little bit, doesn't it? Yeah. There are some things I can just see. Especially lies. I almost know when people are lying before they open their mouths sometimes.
Right.
I have special eyes.
I mean, that's how she got her PhD.
Look
Anyway.
at special eye.
Yeah, my brand. I was so fascinated when I read Daddy's diaries. That's what inspired me to write The Adventures of Herlock Sholmes, actually.
Although I do like naturally.
Yeah.
The weirdest thing... Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I just looked at the LY at the end and was like, naturally.
Yeah. It could work, yeah.
The weirdest thing is if Iris was the same age as, like, Gina, the story doesn't, like, it makes it less weird. They chose to go for full ridiculous, and I respect it.
Yeah.
But they absolutely could have made her, like, a teenager.
Oh boy. You'll
And
see.
not had it been, like, very cartoonish, but they chose to do it.
You will see
Yeah,
the light
I mean,
someday.
as far as we know so far, yeah.
I've always assumed Mr. Sholmes simply told you all those thrilling stories.
Oh no, Hurley's hopeless like that. Expect him to remember any of that? He forgets everything. As soon as he solves a case, that all but vanishes from his mind.
We got the one for today.
Oh, I see.
The other day, it was so embarrassing. As usual, he totally forgot about the case he'd just solved. So the very next day, he gathered together all the people involved and proceeded to solve the case again.
Hilarious.
It was quite a shock for everyone.
I like to think he told everybody to like show up at a certain place, and he just bursts in and word for word does everything he did yesterday.
Yeah.
And doesn't act like
Yeah.
today.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The cocaine.
The caramel really hit hard at that point.
Yeah.
Say that again.
You share your father's surname, don't you, Iris? We're getting there. We're getting there.
That's right. Wilson. Daddy is Dr. John H. Wilson.
There we go.
I learned from his diaries that he's a doctor of medicine, you see. That's what prompted me to study and study so that I could earn a doctorate as well.
Iris's father went to some distant land.
Oh my god. And Susato's there, like, looking mournful and, like, probably just, like, can't look at Ryunosuke trying to figure this out.
If I'm not even sad about the kid anymore, I'm just sad about him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, like the TFS, like Bardock special, where it's like, and then there's the Saiyans, and then the blasters. What year is it?
No.
And is a doctor by the name of John H. Wilson.
Wait a minute.
Why am I thinking of the judge right now?
It's the judge. Wait.
The judge was their father.
Kindly state them. You know, I never did find out what was in that, like, jug next to him.
Absinthe.
Oh, wait. I think I might have figured it out.
You deduce?
That's right. Visiting the professor of medicine the visiting professor of medicine. One more time. The visiting professor of medicine at Imperial Yume University. My alma mater, go Tigers. And the man who, in the most bizarre of circumstances, lost his life just before we left Japan.
What a weird coinkydink.
Mr. Zato, did you know about this?
Yes.
Perhaps we shouldn't pursue this conversation any further at this time.
What are you talking about?
Tell you.
What are you whispering about over there?
The best.
I like to think that
Ah, my dear fellows, how good to see you.
He's back from the stupor of cocaine.
The caramel finally wore off, I think.
oh, this might just be a peek.
Mr. Sholmes.
Why ever did you not make your presence known to me before? No matter now. No matter. So, how the devil are you?
I like to think he had this moment of he did overhear something and he's like, oh, I gotta stop this before Iris is like, what are you guys talking about?
We've been with you for most of the day.
Oh, was that today? Goodness, really?
Do tell me, Mr. Sholmes, is your violin unscathed?
What violin?
Well, yeah, what violin? Huh? The violin? Whatever are you talking about, dear madam?
Jesus, this man.
I've never owned a violin a day in my life.
Oh,
Never mind that now. I have something far more interesting to show you. Behold, my dear fellows. Oh, is that the second music disc?
I bet you Dimes Donuts, he probably has like a photographic memory or some shit, and he just perfectly made it just now. And that's what he was focused on.
That would be
It's a
incredible.
much more simpler explanation. Don't worry about it.
I'm sure he has a photographic memory, this man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like a steel trap.
Yes.
Like a steel sieve,
You'll
more
find
like.
out, you'll find out. Just give the man a chance. It's a drug addict, not a crazy person.
I just think he has ADHD.
I mean-
probably.
He's just acting like I do.
ADHD and a drug addict.
You know, the caramel.
Another music box disc.
Another one?
No, I think he swiped it from Gregson.
Not
Probably,
another
yeah.
disc, Mr. Zato. This is the one Gregson demanded we hand over as evidence. Mr. McGilded's disc.
You know what's funny? I really did think for a second he was like, no, we have to do what they're saying. Here you go. There was a split second that I was like, he probably just pocketed the real one and had a random one he just handed off. I did think that, and then I was like, nah.
I think he did give it to them, but he just got it back probably. Excuse me.
Wait, there was a machine there that played the music boxes,
I know,
wasn't there?
that's why I was like, maybe he just wiped it. Oh my.
He does just grab things and move them
He
into other
does,
places
yeah.
sometimes.
He does do that.
Then what's it doing here? This is a crime.
As your lawyer, please, I can't know anymore.
You know, at times, Mr. Naruhodo, I think that though I have an undeniable turn for detection, I may well be even more adept at larceny.
Please stop telling your lawyer this.
I cannot hear any more, Mr. Holmes.
Oh, that would be wonderfully exciting. I'd be your pickpocketing assistant.
Holmes!
And we can learn even more from Ginny later. Runo could be our go-to lawyer if we ever got caught. A wink wink.
Well, now we just
Better
need to
call
make
Runo.
friends with murder.
Ever dependable Runo.
Right.
Plus, Susie has such beautiful handwriting, she could write all our menacing crime notifications.
Why does she seem pleased by this? Oh, yeah, because she is. Oh, yeah, I'd be delighted.
And then I shoot them from this gun.
I'm just gonna pretend this conversation never happened, I think.
That's a good lawyer move there.
I
She
nodded.
nodded.
She nodded.
Good decision.
It's a very good cast, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
It's great.
It has taken, like, Ace Attorney multiple games sometimes to get a cast together this good. It has not taken this game very long at all.
That's true. The golden ticket this game.
Yeah.
I don't understand. How did this disc come to be in your possession? I thought Inspector Gregson took it back to Scotland Yard.
Quite correct. I stole it. And that sort of uncompromising attitude is precisely why I always carry some of this.
It's your bar of drug caramel. Shulms.
Your one and only friend in times of loneliness, if I'm not mistaken.
If you will humor me, my dear fellows. Cast your minds back to when the good detective confiscated the disc.
Did you just press the thing into the...
I'll be taking out whatever the fuck it is from McGilded's down to the yard, thank you very much.
Yes, we remember. It was like an hour ago.
Mhm.
Both in real time and game time.
Mm-hmm.
For the briefest of moments, I had the disc in my hand, did I not?
Yes, you did, but I still don't understand.
It was precisely at that moment that I summoned my one and only friend into action. I pressed the disc into a pair of bars like this.
Wait, you had two?
I have many.
I guess he had a few. Yeah.
He made a cast of it. That's all he
He
did.
made a
is
mold.
Sholmes, how many do you have on your person right now?
That's not important right now.
As far as I know, making a copy of a disc is not a crime.
What are you, a lawyer?
Caramel plus ADHD is probably making him not realize it wasn't like yesterday or longer. Yeah? Yeah.
This is like old school pirating. Like, make a
Basically.
version of this disc and then recast it.
I call it
Basically pirating.
burning.
You wouldn't
Burning.
Carmel it in a movie, would you? That's amazing. The disc and all the minuscule protrusions have made an image on the caramel.
Indeed. This caramel is quite exceptional. I developed it myself, you know. Suitably soft for making impressions, but resistant to melting. The result of a precisely controlled solution.
It's gonna withstand, like, at minimum, if you're using tin, that's over 200 degrees of molten tin.
Yeah,
That's like the softest stuff you can use.
it's magic chemistry.
I'm going to put my designer hat away for a second. Let it exist, Caroline. It's fine.
Oh yeah, doesn't that mean that there might be blood on the caramel?
That's entirely
Yes.
possible.
It made it taste very, very good. I'm sorry, it's gone now.
How extraordinary.
Hey, congrats, John! Happy for you. Carrying a pair of these on one's person frequently proves very useful indeed. Or multiple pairs. Take a house key, for example. A simple press and its unique form is duplicated. I can enter anyone's property at will, and never without high sucrose nourishment.
Yes, it sounds illegal.
From the image, I was able to create this. I confess I was most curious to know what manner of music would issue from this disc when played.
Let's hear it.
I'm still here for it's actually a code, it's not real, whatever.
Hmm.
Do tell us that, Mr. Sholmes. What music does the disc play?
What's on the disc?
Well, unfortunately, I have no idea.
No idea.
You need a special
None
machine that fits.
whatsoever. Are you familiar with the workings of a music box, my dear fellows?
Yes.
No.
Listen, we got a description of how it works.
Goodness, you don't know, Runo.
No, the actual mechanics is what they're getting at.
Inside a music box, there's a special metal piece called a comb. That's what produces the sound. Small protuberances plug the different teeth of the comb as they rotate past it, making the different notes.
For some reason, I just want to hear Patrick Warburton actually just narrate these. This description of a music
That
box.
would be amazing.
Also, it's a remix of Sholmes' theme.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it? Cool.
Yeah, music box version.
The first music boxes to be invented use a rotating cylinder with protuberances on it. But over time, a new type of player was produced which uses discs such as these. With that development, the popularity of music boxes spread far and wide, all around the globe.
Why exactly?
Well, you see, when it's flat and circular like this, you can throw it a great distance. Because the discs are easy to produce and can be interchanged to facilitate the playing of different tunes. There are a great many firms in Europe now manufacturing music boxes as a result.
It is wonderful to be able to enjoy music, even when no performer is present.
But it is the very success of the invention that means we are now presented with an insurmountable problem. Managed to try to catch one of those as a frisbee.
Yeah.
As you may imagine, the construction of one firm's music box does not match that of another. There's no standardization to speak of. And we have no way of knowing in which music box this particular disc was designed to be played. Shred your fingers off Mortal Kombat style. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no resolution to this problem, I'm afraid. It's quite intractable.
See, so that's why.
Not even a maker's mark or anything. Naturally, I tested the disc in those few music boxes I have at my disposal. But, as you can hear, to no avail. Garbage! Simply atrocious. The results were equally unsatisfactory in this one.
I'm dying inside.
So,
Yeah, it sounds horrid, doesn't it?
I am presently engaged in acquiring an example of all the music boxes ever made in Europe.
Damn.
Every single one?
Every single one.
Happen.
That's early for you. Always taking things too far. But, my dear girl, an unsolved riddle is quite repugnant to my constitution.
But surely all the different types in Europe will amount to a huge volume of music boxes, won't it?
Undoubtedly. Yes, that is certainly true. In the worst case, I shall just have to ask you to vacate the attic room.
What?
Terribly sorry.
Gotta fill it with music boxes, you see.
Quite.
Why can't you just go to different people who have the music boxes already? Just like, hey, can I try this?
Well, that's terribly inconvenient. Magnus McGilded. Not a name I expected to hear again so soon.
Yes, it's only been 2 months since that grisly case. Are we having a flashback to it?
Again?
Bum, bum.
Maybe that picture, yeah.
Mr. McGilded perished within hours of the trial's conclusion.
Smash.
Was it the curse of the Reaper? No one knows, still now. The omnibus was reduced to a pile of ash. Not a shred of evidence remained. And with that man's death, the truth about the murder, in which he was so intimately involved, was buried. Well, burned, rather.
One of those things.
Yeah.
Even though we successfully established Mr. McGilded's innocence in that trial.
The newspapers are still claiming that it remains an unsolved case.
That's probably more accurate to say than he was innocent.
Murder of the brickmaker, Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason.
He was fired 3 different times.
Wasn't a good Mason. In the end, the truth of the matter remains a mystery. We still have no idea what really happened that night. Although Mr. McGilded was found not guilty through my defense, still don't know if that was the right judgment or not. He was very small, evil, and Irish.
Would appear the case is not yet closed. Well, it's time I started getting things ready for dinner, I think.
With a gun?
Yes. Jenny will be here before long. Thank you, Iris.
Oh, well, you must let me help you then.
No! Of course, Susie. There's plenty to do. I think I shall investigate the condition of my faithful performing partner. Now then, where did I leave it?
Let this be a lesson to you, Mr. Sholmes. Never leave anything too precious with the pawnbroker.
Yes. You may be right.
It reminds me of something Mr. Windibank said before. He said that he had a manuscript of Iris's in pawn, didn't he?
Did he?
Yes, he definitely mentioned it.
I don't remember that at all.
Mr.
Why do I-
Sholmes' latest tale of otherworldly mystery lies dormant in my storeroom, were his words, I believe.
Did you take her manuscript from her?
Otherworldly? So you heard about that, did you? I expect you were as incensed as I was.
Jones, did he do that?
Yeah, it sounds like.
Unbelievable.
Oh yeah, so the idea of such a wonderful story languishing in Mr. Windibank's storeroom, gathering dust.
Okay, let's try to be nice about it. Maybe there's something important written in that manuscript, and he needed to keep it safe.
Yeah, and if it's almost implied that some of these stories are written based off of the memoirs of her father,
Yeah.
so it's entirely possible
yeah.
there's detail about her father that Sholmes is like, no.
My dear madam, I'm quite sure I told you already. The pawnbroker's storeroom is the safest place for it. More secure than a bank's vault. Clearly. As we've seen.
Threatens the gun.
And what about your Stradivarius, Hurley? Was that safe and secure?
Is it safe and secure?
It was
near
technically there. He just didn't
Secret.
get it.
It's safe.
Okay, so prediction: either the manuscript is going to get stolen, and and the murder victim is going to be Mr. Winterbank, or it's just going to come up as an important piece of evidence later.
Oh, yeah.
I really hope it isn't Mr. Winterbank dead, though.
Well, there may be the occasional mix-up.
Caused by a certain impetuous someone not too far from me now.
Do you have any idea how long it took me to write that Baskerville story, Hurley?
Ooh. Oh,
There
that was a
it
good
is.
one.
Title
Oh, there it is.
Roll credits.
Oh, it sounds so exciting. The Hound of the Baskervilles. I should love to read it.
He wasn't supposed to know that.
No, I was gonna say, like, how did
Yeah.
how did she know that?
I was gonna
That's
say,
the
how did
first
she know
that's the
that
first time we've heard the title. Does it have anything to do with the secret letter she got at the start?
Fishy, fishy.
Ah,
You done fucked up.
What's going on here? Why does it feel like
It's just like,
Ryunosuke, rub your two brain cells together. Come on, my dude.
Dude, why does nobody tell me anything or keep me looped in on any of the things happening?
Remember when y'all called Susada stupid?
when did we say stupid?
I think I did once.
Yes.
And then I think I corrected it to naive.
That's better.
I think she is
Seriously.
incredibly naive.
Yes,
Seriously.
he was young.
What did you
And
just
sheltered.
say? What was that?
Um,
You said the Hound of the Baskervilles. But how could you know the full title?
I love flustered Warburton.
what?
But how?
How could you know?
But how?
That's impossible.
Now you just sound like a character in a poorly dubbed anime.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, yeah, not true. Yeah, kind of airhead like Valley Girl voice, but that she's clearly intelligent.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Book smart, mainly.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
the Valley Girl has sounded like on Susato more like exasperation and less like
Yeah.
anything else.
Yeah.
That's because Mr. Susato is such a great fan of all the stories about Mr. Sholmes, of course. Did I save it? No.
No!
But Runo, the Hound of the Baskerville, has never been published.
What? Ah, shit. Let's try again.
When I showed Hurley the manuscript, he told me that I wasn't allowed to publish it yet.
I don't understand.
That's why he said he'd keep it safe. Until it was the right time for the story to be made public, you see.
So that's why the manuscript is at Winterbank's.
And yet, how could Susie here know its title? Well, Hurley, what's going on? Ah! The cupcakes!
What?
The oven ding.
What is it, Mr. Sholmes?
It would appear our guest has arrived.
You can't
That's
just
changing
do
the
that,
subject.
Jones.
Well, she's here, so.
The final trial of Susato for robbery.
Yeah. That's
Theft of
funny.
intellectual property. Miss
Oh,
Lestrade.
man. The explanation will blow your minds.
This was a bad idea. I knew it wasn't welcome. I'm going.
And she's gone.
No, wait, Miss Lestrade.
She broke the NDA to the guillotine.
We've all been eagerly awaiting your arrival, haven't we? Haven't we, Iris? We're all very happy. This is a happy family.
No drama happening here at all. Oh yeah, just wait there, Ginny. I'll have everything
Yeah,
ready in a
Gina
jiffy.
Gina just has terrible timing, I guess.
Yeah.
I like that she's looking down and so embarrassed she probably did not notice the state of the room.
Come along, Susie. Come along.
Right, of course. It's a pleasure to see you here, Miss Lestrade. Please make yourself at home.
Just the gun goes right to her back.
Yep. Backpack.
I'm not under
Yeah.
duress.
No, like to Susato's back, I think is what you're.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the angle that it was at.
Don't stand in the doorway, my dear girl. Come along in. What say you to... Let's try that again.
Meldenson?
Mendelssohn. What say you to some Mendelssohn?
Sounds like
I won't
a
take
German thing.
no for an answer.
He's a composer.
Meddlesome it is.
Oh, a
then.
composer. Right. He's gonna play the thing.
Whatever.
Kitty!
Yeah.
The best cat.
That evening, Iris prepared us all a meal that was even more delicious than usual. Oh no.
It was filled with poison!
I know what this scream means. One of these characters is going to be gone by the
Nah.
time we get control again.
Nah.
Is
Nah.
Interesting.
I think we're losing Susato for a little bit, guys.
Nah. What?
Mr. Sholmes' violin performance was in no way meddlesome. And Gina, as we came to call her, taught us all how to steal things from one another without being noticed.
Sick!
That's great.
Everyone thoroughly enjoyed themselves well into the night.
Good times all around.
And then I woke up and everyone was gone except me. I looked outside. There was no one outside. The clocks weren't ticking. What's happened?
It's a good time all around.
Something happens to Susato. Okay.
Okay, she's still here. That was a very enjoyable evening, wasn't
Well, yeah,
it?
it's just that the night is still young. There's still plenty of time.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
look at all that moonlight.
Iris's cooking was truly divine.
Hey, Susato, if you have a thing to tell me, like you said you had a thing to tell me before,
Yeah.
could you tell me before something bad happens?
Yeah, can you tell me before we go to sleep? I have trouble sleeping with unresolved things told.
Right, of course.
And I feel as though I can still hear the enchanting strains of Mr. Sholmes' violin, even now.
Wait, real quick, because this was forever ago. Didn't Susato personally know Wilson?
Yes. No.
Yes.
Yeah. She was working with him. Right?
So
Yeah,
that's
she.
why
She's,
she would
she's
know
met
the
him,
title.
but she wasn't her. I don't. Wait.
I'm fairly certain they like worked together on something a little bit at least. Like I don't know to what
I can't
extent.
recall exactly. She obviously met him because
She
he
knew
was
Mikoto.
recommended by her father.
Yeah, it was Mikotoba, her father, who... I don't know, Mikotoba knew Wilson. I don't know if she knew Wilson though.
I thought she did.
I don't think Susato was his personal assistant, no.
Well, no, but
No,
I
but I
thought they did something.
More than Naruhodo did.
Oh yeah, I think she knew him more than as a corpse.
Oh yeah, for
But I
sure.
don't think they actually worked together in any capacity. I think that he did work with her father.
Yeah, that's true. That much is true.
So it's entirely possible that she knows that story because of. Oh,
What the hell is that?
that would be my alarm.
Oh.
Oh. I thought something happened to me.
Yeah, I thought it was my phone vibrating at first. It was like, no, it's not my
Yeah.
phone.
I don't think it's a matter of her hearing about the Hound of Baskerville story ahead of time.
No.
Oh, that's a bigger mystery. We'll have to keep playing to see that.
Because the only person she could have heard that from would be Wilson.
Right.
Just keep going.
Anyway, best of all, I bet I could steal the glasses from his lordship's face next time we're in court. Yeah, something's gonna happen. Naruhodo-san, could I consult
Yes.
with you about something?
Yes.
Yes, please. Please, yes, do.
What's the matter, Susato-san? Is it important? Please tell me it's important.
If it's
Never
important,
mind.
please tell me what it is.
It's about the telegram I received.
Thank
Oh, is it now?
God.
Ah.
You're so worried she won't tell you about it.
I was worried that she was gonna disappear before she could tell me about it.
I mean,
That's a
think about the
valid
last time
concern.
something like that happened to us.
It's a valid concern.
Dom, you've played Ace Attorney. How many times has someone been like, hey, I got something important to tell you?
Yeah,
I'm dead now.
I agree. I understand where you're coming from, but
This would not be
Set
the
us-
5th time this has happened.
set aside your preconceptions for a moment, because the game is more enjoyable
Impossible.
that way. But I know where you're coming from.
It sets off my anxiety levels is all.
Yeah, same. At
Anyone who
least when I
says
first played it.
I have something important to tell you tomorrow is not it's not a good sign.
Of course, of course.
The one that arrived first thing this morning, I suppose.
I've been summoned.
In defense mode? What? Summoned? What do you mean?
The telegram was from the Lord Chief Justice's office. Lord Strongheart has asked to see me.
The Lord Chief Justice? That's a lot of titles. When?
Tomorrow morning.
What? Then we have to start preparing at once.
Oh, no, that won't be necessary, Naruhodo-san. I've been summoned alone.
Alone. What on earth for?
They probably think that she set the carriage blaze or some BS like that.
Ooh.
I have no idea. I suppose I shall find out tomorrow.
Oh no, is she gonna be on trial? Are we gonna have to defend?
Defending our assistant? That's never happened.
That's never happened before.
Uh-oh.
Unclear.
Everyone get your bingo cards.
No.
What's all this about? Whatever it is, it's making me feel very uneasy.
Oh, mysterious knocking.
Oh, who could that be, I wonder?
Good evening, friends.
Ah, Harris. Hello again.
And Gina, too.
I'm suddenly aware that I'm a man in his mid-20s in a room with 3 underage girls, and it's making me very uncomfortable.
He's the chaperone. Relax.
Yes, Jenny's going to stay with us
Very
tonight.
Phoenix situation.
She's going to stay with us tonight. She's going to sleep in with me. Isn't that right, Jenny?
Well, yeah.
Why does everything you say sound like a threat?
That's probably partly the voice.
Yeah, that's the voice.
How lovely. Let me make a pot of tea.
Maybe it's just also the knowledge that she's armed.
yeah, that too.
Yeah. Certainly affects things.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
see, you know, I've learned so much today.
Oh, what in particular?
Awkward.
While she's holding the gun.
All those things Jenny showed us, wasn't it wonderful?
Oh, yeah, that, right, yeah.
Ah, you mean all those pickpocketing techniques? We had fun trying them out on each other, didn't we?
Did she pickpocket the telegram?
I think I've awakened a natural talent. I could earn a living from it.
You might be getting ahead of yourself a little there. So, what brings you up to our humble quarters at this late hour?
Well, you see, I came to return this.
Okay, I was like, if they took it out of my inventory, that would be very impressive.
That would have been funny. And that's just
Wait.
a story bit.
What? That's mine.
Oh my. However did you?
I told you, didn't I? I have a natural talent for it.
Put it on the list of natural talents.
Yeah.
Put it on the ever increasingly long list.
Ah, yes, I'd forgotten. Also, I'm very good at making long lists. Iris is literally a child genius.
So anyway, here. You can have it back. Not that I really understand why you wear it, though.
Let me present it to you so you can learn.
Ah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Alright then, good night.
Yes, good night.
Bye.
So this is your office, is it? What do you think, Ginny?
Think I won't fancy me chances with a lawyer what lives in a place like this.
Rough.
Yes, me too.
Wow, they just dissed us hardcore.
Yeah.
Seems as though Iris here still has something she'd like to talk about.
I suppose she probably wants to talk about the manuscript.
Yes, I suppose she probably does.
Alright.
With 1-2 talk.
We already said goodnight, though.
Yes, well, she's persistent.
My eyes are already eyelids. I can't keep them open.
They're shutting. So heavy.
Do you want to look at the? Do you want to examine the shovel again? Let's look at the shovel. Oh, you
She's
died.
like,
Yeah, what does
Just
Iris
like
have
the
to say about
manager
the
that-
spade shovel?
oh yeah.
Bruno, what are you doing?
Look, I'm not gonna steal nothing, alright? It's all junk anyway.
Charming. I suppose I should engage our guests in conversation. Really.
Oh yeah. They want you
Oh,
to
okay.
flip flop
Just, I imagine that's probably similar to pretty much anything you'll get there.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're playing Susato's theme right now.
Yes.
I guess you've listened to the soundtrack outside the game before, which is how you're recognizing it.
Yes,
But-
I do recognize a few of them.
I did, because I'm not picking up on that.
They've
Alright.
only played it at the beginning of the game, I think.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. It plays pretty infrequently.
I suppose you're hoping to talk about the manuscript, aren't you?
Aren't you going to tell me?
I'm so sorry. I need a little more time, please.
Wow, John.
God, I wish I could see the joke. What'd he say?
You said you can tell it's Susato's theme because it has no personality, Kappa.
What? I protest.
I actually
I
protest
object.
pretty hard.
I
Listen,
object.
I played through the Miles Edgeworth game. No personality is Kay Faraday.
Oh, well, okay, that's a little harsh. I'd say
It's a little
least.
harsh. But he is definitely the least interesting assistant.
I'd
you
agree
get.
least personality, but maybe not no personality. A non-zero amount.
This is the first assistant that hides shit from you, and I like that.
Yeah, Susato is fiercely independent. That's her main trait.
He did say Kappa.
Yeah, I get it. I know he was joking.
Just a kappa, bro.
Just a Kappa, bro. Alright. I understand. I hope I haven't made you feel awkward.
No, but the gun has.
Well, the gun doesn't
Not at
care.
Not at all.
I'm afraid I have to exercise my right to bear arms.
I know all this about Reed, but it's story made up in the Iris, the mantle script, or whatever you call it.
It's not exactly a story that I made up. It's something I read in Daddy's diaries.
Can Gina read?
She
Don't
might have a
worry
hard
about
going of it. I don't know. I don't remember.
She...
actually.
Has there been any evidence that she is capable of reading?
No idea.
Not yet. That I know.
She must have gotten the password professor somehow, but she may have heard it or something. I don't know.
Sure. Yeah. She'd most likely have heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely of the low educational tier.
Oh wait,
What was the one
especially
who
she probably did overhear it because it was the same night as the incident, and it was McGilded.
Well, presumably McGilded, who deposited it. We just know the date it was deposited.
And she had some kind of tie to him.
Well, she
Whoever
was there
deposited
that
it
night.
wasn't her, so somebody probably told her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is.
That's right. I don't suppose I've mentioned it to you before, Jenny, but my daddy was Hurley's assistant once. His partner. They solved all sorts of strange and mysterious cases together.
Is that right, mister?
Apparently so. I was as surprised as you are, though.
And Daddy wrote all the details of every single case down, you see, in his diaries.
Every detail.
Every
Man.
detail.
Nothing bad's gonna happen to that manuscript.
So I study them and write my stories based on what actually happened.
So, what's it all about now then?
He had to go away on urgent business to a faraway land, and he'll be gone a very long time.
Oh my god, she doesn't even
Of course
know
not.
that he's dead.
No, she
Oh.
absolutely
No one's told her.
She's
That's
never met
even
him.
worse.
You think Sherlock told her?
I don't know, I assumed she would have been notified by the proper authorities.
In Japan?
In Japan, yeah, that's the question
but-
here.
But England had
It was
to
a
be
diplomatic
notified.
incident.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, it was a
So
diplomatic
that is
incident.
fishy.
I
That is
assume there was a
certainly fishy.
whole day where Herlock was just like trying to direct her attention away from newspapers.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Like, she's his next of kin.
Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe he
Very
left
fishy,
everything
isn't
to Herlock
That's
in the
possible.
anticipation that he would take care of Iris.
Yes, but next of kin needs to be notified.
Rather unclear, isn't it?
I don't know. In England, when you
Hmm.
die in Japan at this time,
Yeah,
This
who knows?
time-
localized entirely to this room.
Rule of drama.
Oh, right.
Come to think of it, I don't know anything about Gina's parents either. Perhaps we should ask her if they're alive.
Why would you ask someone that?
Eh. Why
Let's
not?
put a pin in that.
Yeah.
Iris, this Hound of the Baskervilles story. I take it it's another tale inspired by your father's accounts?
That's right. I thought it was fascinating. But it's different somehow from the other cases, I mean.
Oh?
I don't really know. But it must be special in some way. Because after I'd written it and I showed the manuscript to Hurley, he turned as white as a sheet. It's the first time I've ever seen him like that. It pains me to have to say this after you've toiled over it for so long, Iris. But this story must not be published at this time. Under any circumstances. But why not? It's one of my best works. I'm not at liberty to say. Not now. So please, do not ask me. yeah, no, it's... Oh boy, time to talk to myself.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Alright then. I won't. But I do solemnly swear that I will explain everything one day, Iris. When the time is right.
Shadowing.
I bet Corbin's real sad that he's missing out on, like, out-of-character serious Sherlock Holmes.
Mm.
That's his shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how the manuscript came to be with Mr. Windibank, isn't it?
Yes. Hurley said it had to be somewhere very safe.
Gotland does. He's treating you like a child. I mean, it's what it is, keeping secrets like that.
Gina, you're almost
she
double
is a
her
child.
age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She is a child, Gina.
I am a child.
Mom, I'm 13. I'm practically an adult.
You know, you are infinitely closer to being an adult than she is.
Yeah.
I'm sure Mr. Sholmes isn't trying to be mean. If he said he wasn't at liberty to talk about it, I'm sure there must be a very good reason.
Yeah, I mean, hell, he spilled the beans on some kind of top secret government thing earlier, so...
Yeah, this must be more important than the nation of Britain in its entirety.
You lot are too trusting for your own good. But it can't pull wool over my eyes. Sholmes is lying to Iris. I'll bet my life on it.
Pulls out the gun. Alright then.
Yeah.
Most things are more important than Britain.
Wow, harsh.
Hurley's lying to me?
I was a change in expression real quick.
I'm happy now.
Cool.
I think if you examine, you can talk to Gina, if I remember correctly.
Oh, there she is.
There she is.
Hey, are your parents dead?
There it is.
So, what's up with your parents anyway?
Hey, I realize I don't know anything about your dead parents, Gina.
I ain't gotten it, have I? Never did have.
Huh?
Oh.
Are you what the Westerners call a Jesus?
Look, he sends 4 orphans like me. No one wants nothing to do with us, and the minute we're born, not even our mums.
Are your parents dead? Would you like them to be?
Yep.
But we all stick together. The older ones look after the little ones and make sure they get by. So that's why you're a pickpocket. Nah, driving's my life. I love it.
I knew it.
I get a kick out of it every time I lift some pompous idiot's purse. And that's how we all afford to eat. I'm not Robin Hood, ain't I? That's how I see it.
Robin Hood?
Oh, Gina.
What is a Robin Hood?
I do think about it sometimes.
I have nothing to say in these scenes. For some reason.
Yeah, Ryunosuke was just kind of listening attentively.
Yeah, no, he goes up, he's like, hey, what's up with your parents? And he's completely silent.
Hey, your parents dead? Cool. I'm gonna munch on this garlic.
He's a good listener, what can I say?
What would it be like to have parents, I mean? I always thought I'd make everything right. But I haven't listened to what Iris just said. It sounded like having parents isn't always easy either.
Oh. Oh.
I mean, if you know you've never had him, you don't feel like you're always wanting to meet him.
Oh. It's true.
Cat.
I do want to see Daddy. So much.
Oh my god. Iris.
I feel like I might have brought the mood down with that.
You don't say, Ryunosuke.
Ryunosuke, you fucking clod!
Ryunosuke hasn't had the opportunity to say the dumbest possible thing. I think he had the dumbest opening. Hey Gina, what did you mean when you said you know Mr. Sholmes is lying to Iris?
Well, he reckons he popped that mental script or whatever, right?
Mental script.
But come on, that's obviously a load of rubbish. Oh my, why would you think that, Gina? It's simple. That story is really an old Winterbank storeroom. There's no way someone halfway around the world, in other words, you, could know about it.
Well...
Ah,
A good point.
sorry, Iris, but you asked me, he sold it. Without telling you.
But Hurley would never do something like that. I'm sure of it.
Ha! Grown-ups do a lot worse than that, believe me. Barefaced liars, a lot of them. You just ain't realized it yet.
Hashtag orphan problems.
Telling you, that metal script ain't at Winterbanks. You'd soon see if you had a look.
Well, gee, I imagine by the end of the night it won't be at Winterbanks anymore.
Yeah. Go on. Go break in. Go look
Even
for
if you
yourself.
don't trust them, I don't. That Sholmes is a liar like the rest of them.
If I'm honest, I have wondered if Hurley's telling me the truth sometimes.
See?
Oh, but I don't mean that I think he sold it. I mean that I sometimes wonder if he might have hidden my manuscript somewhere. Somewhere I don't know. Even though it's wrong of me to doubt him.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Iris. Huh. That didn't improve the mood any. Try again.
Oh my goodness. Look at the time. Come along, Jenny. We should go back downstairs.
I also like that Naruhodo just has an immense lack of people skills.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, Nick was easily flustered, but he wasn't bad at reading people.
Mm.
Well, English is a second language.
Yeah, true. That may have something to do with it.
I don't know if it's the language as much as the obvious downtrodden looks everybody has and the tears in their eyes.
Yes, well, Ryunosuke is pretty dense.
I think he's just tense.
Well, yeah, that too, for
He's
sure,
dense.
yeah.
It's true.
And please, don't mention any of this to Hurley, will you?
Yes, sir. No, of course I will not. Good night, then, Iris. Good night, Gina.
You must let me make breakfast for you tomorrow morning. I insist. I mean, I'll be at the Lord Chief guy's office.
Oh, yes, please. I can't wait, Susie. Good night, then.
Narrator. She was never there to make her breakfast.
Yeah.
Iris. Sure is easy to forget, isn't it? Sometimes she speaks just like an adult. But deep down, she's still just a child. And on the surface,
Yup.
she's still a child.
Well,
Precocious,
I
I think you call that.
Naruhodo-san.
That's probably the word. Voice in the sky.
Indeed.
Actually, it's just Cosmo talking to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the spirit of the sword.
The voice comes out of the sword.
Correcting him on his English. John H. Wilson, Iris's father. But also the name of the murdered visiting professor at Yume University. Go Tigers. It can't be mere coincidence. There's something deeper going on.
Maybe it's the same person.
Anyway,
No, that's impossible. Naruhodo?
I'm assuming this is Zato.
I have no idea. She should be gone. But I'll do
Yeah,
this one.
sure. Go for it.
That voice. That's.
Oh. Oh, it's still night.
What's going on? It's the middle of the night.
It's Miss Lestrade. She's gone. Completely unexpected.
The gasp.
She was supposed to be sleeping in Iris's room, but her bed is empty.
Well, she's an independent young woman. She probably decided to go home, no?
I think not. From speaking to her before she retired, I received the distinct impression that she was looking forward to practicing with Mrs. Zato. She's never felt the touch of a bed. No.
That too.
No, I don't believe the girl has gone home. But I've been waiting for over an hour now.
Over an hour? Oh.
If you'll indulge me, look out of the window, my dear fellow.
What's this about?
It's not quite the view we should have, I don't think.
The lights are on in Mr. Windibanks.
Wait, why is there a light on at this time of night?
That's...
That means something is happening now.
That's Mr. Windibank's
is
pawnbrokery. How dare you try to take my line?
Ah, Mr. Windibanks. Oh no, Mr. Windibanks!
I also heard a gunshot earlier. He may have shot himself.
We've done this before.
This was like
Yeah.
10 minutes ago.
Yeah, this. Scroll past this.
Yep. Yeah, what a surprise. She's going to go get the manuscript to either
Yeah, no.
prove-
I figured it was gonna be either her or else Iris. Snuck out.
Could Gina have gone?
It seems you have some knowledge of the situation, Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh, is Mr. Windibank going to be already dead and she's gonna get blamed for murder?
Quite possibly, yes.
Sorry? Oh no, not really.
Well, anyway, we must investigate, even if you are lacking in knowledge. At once. There's no name on this. Yeah, okay.
Oh, Mrs. Otto. Door to Windibanks. It's open.
What?
And the lamp is burning.
Whoever's in there will catch a cold!
Must be Gina, mustn't it?
Let us hope it's nothing more sinister.
What?
You heard me! Come, there's not a moment to lose! The foot is a hunt! Clearly something is afoot inside.
A foot is a foot.
Calendar looks rough, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Oh yeah, whoa, what the
And it's
fuck?
covered in blood.
What the fuck happened to the calendar? Oh yes. There is. Silhouettes!
Mr. Shaw.
I've been shot!
Oh.
What the? Has Mr. Sholmes been shot?
I have! Leave me, Mr. Naruto! After them! Go! Fly, you
They have
fools!
guns! Right.
Susato, your takedown!
Lost them.
Oh, who wants? Who wants?
Hello, hello. What have you here? The alarm was just raised from this pawnbroker, sir. Would you know something about that?
Officer, come with me.
Come with me!
He's been shot.
Shot?
With the policeman close behind me, I ran back to Windibanks.
Betsy.
Oh, shit.
Mr. Sholmes!
Mr. Naruto.
How bad is it? Never mind me, but there's much at stake. Behind that door. In the storeroom. Hurry!
Ah! Shit!
Don't be right there.
It's Gina!
It's another locked door
Hello?
mystery.
Fuck!
Hello, locked room mystery.
Fuck! God
There
damn
we
it!
go.
Continued. Murder, mystery, suspense, thrills. Next time.
Ills.
Next time.
Yeah, this is definitely the stopping point.
Alrighty.
I assumed that
Yeah,
scene
well-
would end about 15 minutes earlier than it did.
That was a great stopping point.
Yes. Bang. Ah. I like the stopping thing.
I'll be alright, Mr. Naruto, after the go!
You're just
Alright.
reliving the trauma for a moment.
The funny thing is when we start the game again, it'll play this again.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Because you just saved it right before
Well,
this,
once
yeah.
this goes past, you can save again, and then we don't have to watch
Well,
it.
it might be best. It might be best to leave it though, as a
I just-
refresher.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Or
Oh, as a refresher? Sir, yeah, that makes sense, actually.
yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't giving me control.
Mm. Alrighty, cool.
Did-
That was Ace Tourney. We will not be doing this next Sunday, correct?
No. I
Yeah.
have work next Sunday, but
Mm.
hopefully we can get back onto a more regular schedule.
Hmm. Yep. That was fun.
All right.
Cool.
Hope y'all had fun.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we'll see you next time, Internet.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hopefully in 2 weeks. Good
Yes.
night.
Yep. Good night, Internet. Although, I think I might stream some more Elden Ring, maybe, for a little bit. Shortly. But I'll go offline before that, so